Good morning. I had a really bad mental health day yesterday. I know when I'm not feeling that great because just my self-care routine just kind of goes out the window. But it's okay because I went for a run this morning, so I feel better now. It is Monday currently. We're gonna essentially use today as a weekend, and well, I've got uni at one point, but it's okay. I'm gonna pack today as well. I don't know if I have time to bake a pie today. I'll see. This might turn into a 3-day video. Yeah, I think I just had to get out everything from October out. So yesterday was my detox. Let's view it as that. Yesterday was my little emotional detox. So I can go into November like a clean slate, feeling a lot better. Yesterday I essentially spent the day getting a lot of feelings and emotions off my chest. And today is when I'm going to be packing and goal setting, and I might bake a pie. I don't know if I'll have time because I also have uni. I have a lab later on today and I have to study a bit because I also spent the weekend not studying. But that's okay because sometimes you need these types of days where you just don't do anything apart from emotional maintenance. So this morning I went for a run and I just finished stretching and now I'm drinking some tea. I'm gonna go have a shower and I think I'm gonna go to the library early today. My lab is at 12, it's currently 8. Go to uni around I'm gonna go to uni around 9 or 10. Afterwards, we can chat again while I pack. That's gonna be my day. Hello. I look really shiny right now, but it's okay. So this morning, I was reading and studying in a cafe, and then I attended a lab, which was really fun, before coming back and then eating rice. Rice is very much a comfort food for me. If I'm not feeling great, I'll always eat rice. It's always something that, it's either rice or ramen, but it's usually rice, and I always eat it to make myself feel better. And I feel fuller as well. It's now, it's 3:18. So I should get packing now. If anyone cares, I shall be... Oh, this is my suitcase. It's a bit dusty, but I am going to Germany, more specifically Nuremberg, for reading week. Reading week is essentially a time where in the middle of a semester, the university lets you take a break for a week just to catch up, and I've decided to spend my reading week in Germany. It's to visit a friend. I won't actually be... I'll be flying alone, but free accommodation. I also shall be smuggling perfume for her. We have this, if anyone's interested, or if anyone knows what these smell like, because I have no clue. And we have this one, which again, means nothing to me. And we have this one, again, means nothing to me. She loves her perfumes, and I'm supposed to take them to her. And I have this empty box here that I don't need. I need to also unpackage them, and I hope that they should be going in my toiletries bag, and I hope that I'm able to take these across the border. We'll see. Either way, these are all going in my packing, and she wants me to keep the package and to bring the package as well. Maybe I'll just keep them. Maybe I just won't give them to her. What's stopping me? I'll be like, oops, I forgot. Also, additionally to this suitcase, I'm also gonna bring this bag because this is where I keep all my electronics. I'm gonna do toiletries first, so we're gonna go to the toilet now and get some stuff. Good day. So, what we're gonna do... I don't think I have anything that's... Oh, do I have toiletries that's under 100 ml? Either. Look, so I have a very vigorous skin routine that I like to follow because, especially with my skin, number one, I break out really easily. And number two, I like the idea of a self-care routine. It makes me feel really happy and it makes me feel organized. It's also I do see a difference in my skin. Someone once asked me, they were like, do you even see a difference? Maybe it's just these companies just selling these to you. And I do feel a difference in my skin. I think the combination of products I use, regardless, I still break out because hormones and, time of the month and whatever. But right now, I'm quite happy with them. When my products do run out, I do like to change them for something new. We have, starting off, I hope I can fit these all. I have a toiletries bag in my room, which I'll put them all in. We have, can you see that? It's a aqua gel cream by, okay, I'm really bad at pronouncing, so excuse my pronunciation. The Same. It's Korean. I don't know if you can see that either. I really like this, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I struggle with moisturizers, really. I never find that there's not one that I have actually really found I've come onto. However, sun creams though, I really like this one. Can you see that? Is that focusing? Hell yeah. So this one, I love this one. I always buy it. It's lightweight, it's not oily. I'm quite a shiny person and my face gets greasy quite easily. It doesn't feel oily on my skin, which I really like. I really like that. Oh, and also perfect. I didn't mention any of this. Everything that I'm about to show you is under 100 milliliters, so I can carry it on the plane. My toner, however, I cannot bring because, well, this is 180 ml, but I really like this one as well. That's the one I use during the day. In the night, I use this one. And it's not much. This is the one I like to use during the night because I have a feeling it's stronger and I don't like to use strong products on my skin during the day because of like the sunlight and I don't want it to react. I use this a lot during the day, which it makes my pores smaller, it makes me feel more. These two are something I'll always buy. The rest I tend to change. This I use during the night. Yeah, it's just a vitamin C drop and I use that during the night because I have a feeling this also reacts with the sunlight. It's also quite heavy on my skin, which is also why I use it during the night. This I use day and night, and it's just a serum. As a rundown, these during the day, the sun cream, the Ordinary, and Claire's. Oh, and I'll also use this during the day as a moisturizer. And during the night, I use Claire's, whatever it's called. Claire's, Wish Trend, and I'll use this again. I don't need deodorant. Toothbrush and toothpaste, they're standard, and I'm probably gonna buy a face wash when I'm there or something. But so far, we have all my toiletries. I put all my toiletries in here. And I still have some space left for toothbrush and toothpaste and face wash, but I think with those I'll just buy as I go. Okay, so I'm gonna do, I guess, a little unboxing of the perfumes because I need to unbox them anyways and it's part of my toiletries. We're gonna look at what they look like and I'm gonna try to fit them in my suitcase, which they should fit. Oh, I'm unboxing this one first. Lady Rosa. I'm not a perfume reviewer. I've never reviewed a perfume in my life. Please take this with a grain of salt. This is the packaging. It feels nice. I feel like one of those makeup YouTubers. This is what it looks like on the inside. And then you have the perfume itself. I'm not gonna do a smell test, a spray test. I'm not gonna do one of those because that's for my friend to do since it is her perfume. But I do need to separate the perfume from the package. It feels nice, it feels heavy, it feels expensive, it feels good quality. Maybe I can just take... I smell nothing, so that's good. No leakage from the package. This is what it looks like. I think it's quite pretty. And it is quite heavy. And the package itself is really nice. The top notes, lich, rhubarb, and bergamot. Middle notes are rose, peony. I don't know if it's peony or pony, but and petalia. The base notes are cashmeran, vetiver, and cedar. Cedar? I feel like that's pronounced differently. Either way, I'm not a perfume expert and all these notes are very much new to me. I probably exposed myself as unable to read. This is gonna be the first thing that goes into my bag, well, into my suitcase. Other than my other toiletries, this is gonna be the first perfume that goes into my toiletry bag. God, I hope it all fits. I really do. I think I would be very upset. Well, I think my friend would be more upset, but I would be upset if, imagine, just as security, it got taken away. Because it was just over the liquid limit. Anyways, on to the next. We're gonna open this one next. It's called Jamila for women. Again, lovely packaging. I think this package is a little bit better than the last one. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a little bit rough here. Whereas this one's a lot better quality. Well, not quality, but it's a lot more intact. Again, we have another fat perfume to look at. Oh, it's a different color. Now this one's brown. I love this color. I think this one might be my favorite, even though I've not seen the other one yet. I don't smell anything. Again, it's heavy, it's sexy, it looks expensive. Love it. The top notes are orange blossom, bergamot, and black currant. The middle notes are tuberose, jasmine, and passion fruit. And the base notes are white musk, vanilla, and cedar. Cedar, whatever. I like this one. And this is going straight in this basket. I really hope I have space for this because I do not want to sacrifice my skincare routine for these perfumes. But I said I would deliver these to her. I intend to fulfill my promise. This, Jamila. You're gonna go to my suitcase. And finally, the last perfume unboxing is, I keep on opening them before I show you what it is. It's Miral. Lovely package. It isn't as, like, as Lady Rosa was. Lovely, sexy package. I predict this color is gonna be purple or white. Oh, I thought it was white because through the film it looked white. It's not, it's gold. Ugh. One thing I gotta say about this one, the fact that I can't see the liquid inside is not a win for me. But again, it's heavy, it's sexy, it looks expensive. Again, I can't smell anything. I'd say this one I really can't smell anything. Jamila, I couldn't smell anything, but it's as if I could smell what it could smell like. If I really thought hard enough, there were hints of something, but I don't know if this was something I was making up. Lady Rosa, same. Like I can imagine smelling something. Whereas this I can't. I really can't. I have no clue what this smells like. It's also like I have no clue what mineral means. I mean, Lady Rosa, rose. Jamila, I had an image and I could smell it. Whereas this, no clue. Its top notes are pear, mandarin orange, and plum. Its middle notes are jasmine, orange blossom, and its base notes are vanilla, tonka, and I have no clue. Ambergris? Ambergris. Again, I think I'm butchering this. I am so sorry to all the perfume men and ladies out there because I have no clue what any of these mean. I have high hopes for Jamila. I'm excited to smell Jamila in person once my friend smells them all. It has taken, essentially, all the space now in this bag. So we're gonna try to we might have to sacrifice this. That's okay though. It's a little bit full. The perfume packages have taken up this much space. I tend to be quite a light packer. I'll bring the most important things. For example, I need my laptop, I need my phone. I will prioritize my skincare to an extent. Clothes-wise, it's okay. I'm not that much of a stinky person. I do need to bring athletic wear though. The reason why I'm running so much is because I'm training for a half marathon. Then is at the end of November. I think I'm gonna bring 2 leggings and 2 tops. That should be fine. I mean, I'll bring my running shoes as well. I shall put them here. I'm gonna pack underwear. Now, I'm doing this in a weird order. I'll be there for 4 nights, 5 days. I think I'm just gonna bring those 5 pairs of underwear. I need to bring more socks than pants because I also be running and I don't like using like running socks as like day socks. I also put them in a plastic bag because if they're dirty, I like to separate them. So that's why I always put them in a plastic bag because it's easier for me to separate them. Right, so my actual clothes might change last minute depending on the weather and depending on what I have and haven't washed because I like all my clothes to be clean before I'm traveling. I need to bring at least 2 pairs of jeans. I'm only staying there for 4 days and one day I'm gonna be in Munich. When I'm in Munich, I need to dress up for the most because it's Munich. I'm not sure of the tops yet, but I'm gonna bring 4 tops. I'm not sure, I'm gonna have to check the weather. What's the weather gonna be like? So when I'm there, it's gonna be like 13 to 14 degrees so far and it's gonna be raining. I'm gonna bring a coat for sure. I feel like I should have thought this through more. Definitely gonna bring a jumper. I'm gonna bring 3 tops, 2 jumpers and 1 coat. But I might figure out that later. I still have time before I leave. Like, if anything, I'm doing this early. As I think about these tops, I'm actually gonna also talk about my November goals. So October in general was kinda average for me. I've never had, historically, I've always had very average Octobers. I view it as like a transition. It's a filler period between September and November. September is always, it's exciting because you go back to uni or you go back to school. You come back from holiday, so you also have that like aspect that's kind of sad. But it's the idea of, for me anyways, is always something new that can either go really well or really terribly. Because you don't know how the first week of uni or school, whatever you're doing, is going to be. I feel November's when everyone's settled down a lot more. It's also November, everyone's excited for December because there's Christmas, there's more festivities, and also I know quite a few people that have their birthdays in November, so it's all those things to look forward to. And October is very much a filler in between then. You're still adjusting to, I guess, September, but you're still looking forward to November and even December, and I look forward to January, and here I am in October. October's always been a month for me it's average. I've never had a very spectacular October. It's always been And especially, I've talked about this before, but especially during Halloween season, I don't feel as great. And I don't know if that's because it's spooky and there's weird vibes around that whole thing, and maybe it's in my head and then I manifest it, but I never feel that great mentally around October. Maybe I'm haunted. I have no clue. If I had to rate it out of 10, it's always solid like 5 or 4. It's never been more than a 6. I swear to God, I can never remember it being more than a 6. On another note, I am excited for November. I'm running a half marathon in the end of November. I'm not excited. I wouldn't say it's excitement. You know, it's a goal I want to complete. It's something that I know when I finish. Although in the moment might be like, why did I sign up for this? Like, I'm excited for it to be over, and then I have the medal, and then I have the knowledge that I did this and I have trained for it, and that means a lot to me. I'm also looking forward to, again, this whole packing situation. I'm going to Germany. I'm a big fan of traveling. I've always loved traveling. I find London very overwhelming sometimes. I don't always feel like I get time alone. You're surrounded by so many things and there's so many distractions. You're so distracted. It's hard to, I guess, stop and just think and appreciate, I guess, the smaller things. So I'm excited to go to Nuremberg. It's also another thing. I haven't seen my friend in a while. I don't actually get to see her very often. So when I do see her, it's nice to be able to relax around someone and not always be so tense. Well, this is probably why people move countries, but it's the idea that, you know, I have responsibilities here. I have things I need to do here. There's things I have to complete. I have university. I have like family obligations. I feel when I travel, it's like an escapism, and you don't feel like you have all of those things pressing down on you. And if you do, I don't feel like it's so much of a pressing matter. Like, I can view things more objectively rather than emotionally. I'll forget about all the deadlines I have coming up when I'm in Nuremberg until it's relevant for me to think about again. And it's also motivation to get all my work done now. I know I say this and I didn't do anything yesterday, but it's even more rewarding when you can actually relax because you know you did all the work that you had to do. I know I was saying previously how London can get very overwhelming sometimes, but I also enjoy Christmas time in London. I know it might be too early for me to talk about Christmas, especially when it's just October. In November, a lot of Christmas things come out. I can already tell people are thinking about Christmas because in the stores, there's already preparations for Christmas. So I know I'm just not bringing this up out of nowhere. It's there because I really like the Christmas markets. As much of a tourist trap as they are, I really like looking at them and I like looking at things they sell. And it's also just really nice walking around them. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, I'd say September and October were quite productive months for me. I will view this as a reset, especially going to Germany. In terms of productivity, I can like start again and be ahead of work. Because last year I wasn't able to keep up with uni work, but this year I am a lot more, mainly because I'm not working anymore. And in the meantime, talking about this, I have still not decided which coats and jumpers and tops I should bring. I think that's okay because I've done enough packing for today. I'm happy with the progress I did make because with the outfits, I'm not that pressed about. Oh, and I need to bring pajamas. But I know the pajamas I'm gonna bring. It's the same thing. And yes, I still wear pajamas because they're so much more comfy than, number one, sleeping with nothing on, even though it might be healthier for you, and number two, sleeping with something that's supposed to be like outdoor clothes. I don't know, that's just something sus about that. I don't like that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to bake a pie as much as I want to tonight. I think I'll bake it another day. I am quite tired and I also need to, again, and this is annoying because it's a Monday, I need to do some uni work before I go out later because I'm gonna go out for dinner with some friends. I'm gonna end today here after yelling to you about my goals and packing and doing a rookie perfume reviewer haul. Even though I didn't buy any of it, I shall get back to you guys when I'm baking a pie. Hello, same top, different day. We are going to be making an apple pie. I went to the store. I can't be bothered to do the pastry myself, so I just got the ready to bake short crust pastry. Okay, I haven't exactly read the recipe yet, but I have 3 apples which I'm going to use. They're frozen. For the spices, I'm going to put in, I'm not exactly sure yet what spices I'm going to put in. Pastry. The first thing the recipe said is roll out the pastry, cut it into pie-sized shapes. I've made short crust pastry once, but that was like years ago and I don't quite remember. I just know it's complicated and it's something that I do not have the time or the mental capacity for today. That was harder than I thought. I think I'm gonna put that in the fridge. Oh, it's probably helpful if I turn the oven on first as well. What's 425 Fahrenheit in Celsius? Okay, so 425 Fahrenheit is 220 essentially. Cool, oven's on. I'm gonna cook the apples beforehand. I have the ingredients and I'm just gonna put what I think. Because I feel like sweetness is like a personal preference and so it's like with everything else. use this sugar. I think typically you use it in Chinese cooking. I don't know how much sugar I should use, so I'm gonna use only a little bit. I think I'm gonna add like three sugar pieces. And like a pinch of salt. The reason why I'm cooking it beforehand is because the apples are frozen. There's like a lot of water in them and I don't really want the pie to be soggy. Like I don't want the crust to be soggy. I would rather have the apple like kind of deconstructed and ugly than have a soggy crust. Yeah, it's not actually that liquidy. I think I've taken all the liquid out. No, it just has to cool down. I'm not sure if I should transfer it into another container to cool down. Either way, I wanted it to cool down quickly. I'm gonna lay it flat down onto like a clean chopping board so it cools down a lot quicker. Right. And this goes in the oven now. I have baked it. I'm not sure if it's ready, but I think it is. So I'm gonna leave it to cool. We have a pie. It is still a tiny bit warm, but it's not that warm. And it's sunk a little bit in the middle. And I hope it's cooked because the ends are like kind of brown. So we're gonna try to take this out. It turned out better than I expected. I like the patterns on the edge thanks to the tin holder. I think I'm gonna have some now. We have pie. Ta-da! I'm gonna do the taste test. I'm not gonna judge the crust because there's no point. I didn't make it. I like it. I like apples, I like cinnamon, I like pies. I prefer pies on the more sour side. And this is quite sour. I think you'd add like a little bit more sugar if you liked it. More sweet, but I like it. Gotta say though, I kind of wish the apples were more intact. But then I think it's because they were frozen. I don't think that was anything to do with the apple itself. And the pastry, great. I didn't make it, so it's really good. If I had to make it again, I wouldn't have frozen the apples. I froze them because I was gonna run out of date. And I was afraid they were gonna go like rotten. I don't think I would have frozen them in the future. And maybe I would have tried to make my own pastry. That's only if I have the time. I think I'm gonna end this video here. This video was supposed to only take a weekend, instead it took like 4 days to make. That's okay. Some unforeseen circumstances came and I just couldn't do it in the weekend. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope November's gonna be a really good month and I think it will be. Bye.